can imagine they've been part of our community for 70 years now. Very impressive. And they are Randall's. Randall's is Ottawa's premier decorating store. With us right now, we say hello to the owner and general manager of Randall's, Lee Martin, joining us.
Hi,
nice to have you here. We also have Cindy Desjardins, an interior decorator with Randall's.
Hi.
Hello, Cindy.
Nice. Thanks for having us.
How are
on.
you?
I'm great, thanks.
Good. Good to have you here.
It's spring.
It is. You can feel it in the air today, and I know that when the spring happens, at Randall's, people must start just showing up because they want to get their place spruced up. Can you tell us, Lee, a bit about the history of Randall's?
Sure. Well, Randall's was started in 1948 by Percy Randall, although he was really only involved in the business for about 5 years, and then a fellow by the name of George Smith took over for about another 20. After that, my family got involved in 1976, and it was still just one store on Bank Street. And we've been involved for the last 42 years.
Wow.
It's grown to 3 stores in Ottawa now, including still one on Bank Street, though it's moved a couple locations over the years.
So the original location is not the original location anymore?
No, there was actually a fire there in 1987, a pretty well-known fire that burnt down 2 paint stores that were side by side.
Wow.
And that prompted us to move to Bank and Catherine. And then a few years later after that, we bought and built a building at where it is now at Bank and Isabella.
Okay, so Bank and Isabella, where are the other 2 locations?
Orleans and on St. Joseph Boulevard and Bell's Corners since 1979 at 2120 Robertson Road.
Okay. Cindy, what does it mean to be an interior decorator at Randall's? What do they have you doing there?
I get to do all sorts of fun things. I get to help people with their houses, interior, exterior, and I get to do commercial spaces. The nice thing about Randall's is that it's a one-shop stop because any of my clients can come in and we can find the paint, wallpaper, we can have paint colors matched, we have furniture, we have fabrics, and we have blinds. So it's fantastic.
You have just about everything.
Yeah, it's great.
So I'm going to ask you to actually expand on that, Lee, because you're Ottawa's premier decorating store. So what would you say you specialize in? Like if someone is to say to you, Randall's, what's it all about? Your specialty would be?
Well, I guess the service. Most of the people that work for us have a real passion for the industry, whether it's on the paint side or the window coverings or the decorating, like Cindy. And they're usually with us for a long time because they really enjoy what they do, and I think that helps us set us apart in the industry these days. It helps to differentiate us from a lot of the bigger corporate companies that sell similar products to us.
Well, you must be doing something right. 70 years in business. I mean, just to reach a year in business in a city as big as Ottawa, it's a bit of a challenge. So 70 years, you've got to feel proud.
Yeah, for sure. It certainly is. It's a challenge to be in any business, I think, these days. And, you know, we're pretty happy to have made it as far as we have, and we hope to be around for a lot longer.
Another 70 years, for sure.
You never know.
You've got a big room makeover giveaway. Cindy, would you like to give us the details? It's worth $5,000. That's big.
It's fantastic. It is our spring makeover contest, and it involves people putting their name in for the draw, and I believe the draw is going to be done in June.
Okay.
And it involves anything that they want. They just have to pick a room, and then we'll go and shop at Randall's.
Okay. So
and they have me to help them with the entire process.
Well, that's worth more than $5,000 then, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's the best way for people to submit then? How can they enter?
Through Facebook.
So Facebook's the place to go to. Okay. Okay. So $5,000, and I mean that's just exceptional. I'm sorry. Did you say the deadline for this?
It's in June. I think it's around the 21st of June.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, so Lee, what would happen next then if somebody was chosen? I mean, what's the time frame for people to get Cindy to be a part of this?
Well, over the summertime, I guess first they'll meet with Cindy and start to select the materials, show her the room they want to do, and then do some shopping basically. And generally it takes a few weeks to order window coverings and arrange to get painting done and all that sort of thing. So hopefully by the end of the summer they're going to have the whole project complete and be ready to go for the fall.
Okay, it's obviously amazing to have specialists in stores such as Cindy, but are there a lot of do-it-yourselfers that drop by Randall's?
Yeah, I'd say that's a good majority of our business.
Yeah.
I think it's because, as I mentioned earlier, the people that work for us are very passionate about what they do, and they give good advice, and they not only tell you what products you need to use, but how to use them. You know, most of these people work with these products at home, as well, so they have practical experience, and they'll sort of point you in the right direction so that you get the most out of your purchase.
When it comes to home makeovers, what part is usually done the most when it comes to Randall's? Is it indoors or outdoors?
A little bit of both, I guess, and depending on the time of year. In the spring and fall, it's mostly interior projects that are on the go. But summertime, obviously, the focus turns to the exterior, a lot of staining, painting on the outside of the house, and decks and that sort of thing.
Okay. 45 seconds here, Cindy. I just want those details one more time. Tell us about that $5,000 makeover.
Well, it's our spring makeover contest, and it is $5,000 that we will spend through Randall's, and they have me for the entire time of the room makeover. And we will eventually do before pictures and show after pictures, and it will be the most fun thing ever.
And the talk of the town, I thought you were going to say. Everybody's going to be talking about how
Absolutely. They should be talking about it. It's going to be a good time.
Well, I can imagine your Facebook's going to blow up for sure, because that's where people go to enter to win this $5,000 room makeover giveaway. Lee Martin, thank you very much. Owner and General Manager of Randall's and Interior Director, or Decorator rather, with Martin Cindy Desjardins. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having us.
Randalls.ca for more details, of course.